Leader635 with a brief update on the Combat Hero robot. You probably are looking at him and you're like, wow, yeah, it's the Combat Hero. And wow, he does not have the V in the head and the small chest propeller. Well, let me tell you one thing. Before you actually start spazzing out, I have 4 Combat Heroes. This is the first one that I ever got when I started collecting robots a lot more seriously. It's the one with a non-shiny face, and the propeller broke long ago. I put it back there. Only 2 lights lit up, but now none of them light up. So I just took the entire shaft with the propeller with the gear out, both contacts, and I replaced it by a light and this small dome that came from a toy gun. If you would look at this, does it look legit? I'm just asking. I know, yeah. The small V in the head, which is a bit dispainted now. I don't know why, but it just got dispainted. It's supposed to go like that, and yeah, I know that's the only thing I'm failing in, because it's supposed to be like this probably. A bit more inside, but it's because it has a screw. However, what happened was, I was fixing him up. I actually tried to repair him the best I could, because before, like, I found out that there's a shitload of differences between this ones and the new generations. When I took this one out of the box, apparently one day, I don't know when, I dropped it or something, and one of the feet were broken, so I had to replace it. Again, I had shitloads of this before, so, this, I don't know if it's noticeable, but this is actually darker than this one, yeah. So pretty much I just replaced the entire foot. I left the original foot plant there, but I replaced the foot. And the propeller, again, it fried out. There's no way I can fix it up. If I find another combat hero, I might actually do a trade between them, because I know there's stuff about this one that I want to keep in another one. First of all, this is the only blind box version, the only non-window box version that I have of the Combat Hero. The others, all of them have window boxes. Second, this is apparently a second or first generation because of the red switch in the back, which I'm gonna show. Yep, this is the original switch. And the chip was kind of like the regular China fake chips. Of course, yeah, he used to speak English. Now he has another chip because the original one fried out in 2013. No, 2014. Sorry, 2014. And with the time, the propeller chip died out. So the modifications I made, I glued this to the gearbox, and I got red blue LED just like the one he has in the shoulder siren. And I got a little faster motor that came from, where did it come from? From a bump and go, I think. Yeah, this tiny bump and go that I got for only pieces. I took it all completely apart, and now all the parts are here. Example, this is actually from it. So yeah, yeah, of course, I don't know if I ever showed my chips or not. But nah, alright. So, as I was saying before, he has the open fire chip. He seems to work a bit better, but only in paper. And also, these are not the original weapons. These are weapons from my first or my second one that I ever got in 2011 or 2012. Because again, there's a big-ass story about the Combat Heroes. The first one I ever got was in 2011. It was a styrofoam version, red eye mask, and chrome V on the head. That one lasted less than 1 year. It actually lasted until Christmas, when I tried to turn him into a Santa Claus, and it ended up getting worse broken, so I just ended up taking some of the pieces away and keeping them, I don't know where, until I found them in 2013, when I started doing like a spare box of all the toys. So that was the first one. The second one, in Chinatown 2012, I found one, and pretty much it was like, wow, this is sweet. Of course, if you guys want to know, actually, in Chinatown, it's the place where I got the Ben 10 Buzz Lightyear knockoff robot when he was brand new. It was that same year, that same time. Of course, yeah, he used to have the Ben 10 head and all. I think I still keep the box under here. yeah, here's the box of him. Wait for it. This is pretty much how it's supposed to look like, the face that it's supposed to have. Of course, he no longer has it. But, a little bit off topic. The second one I got, I remember he actually had a silver V, just like this one. And I think he still was a first gen. But of course that one, I made a big ass mistake. It was a really bad mistake. At the time we were making like a small closet in my house, like under, I think it was like a room under my room. And what happened was, he had like this part here. I was trying to glue the switch, and as I was so impatient, and there was a heat gun, and I thought the heat gun was kind of like a hairdryer. You know how ignorant I was back then, but I ended up accidentally melting all this part just because I wanted the glue to dry faster so I could reassemble the robot. That's when the other one ended. So, I still have the pieces of that one. That's where I got the foot from. Now the third one, this is the third one. This is the one that I actually own right now. That's the only survivor from back then. This is from 2013. Got in the same place where I got my first one. Of course, yeah, this is the blind box version with the red eye mask. And, he did work at one point. I mean, I remember before he did work, but the bad thing is that he ended up getting bad. First the chip in 2014, if I'm not wrong, because actually I do remember that it was that time when I got Galaxy Ranger, if I'm not wrong. He ended up having like several chip transplants. I remember first giving him a Crazy Frog chip, then like another random sound chip. It ended up being like that until I got this chip, which is more likely the permanent chip. Of course, the propeller did work. Then in 2000, I think it was 14. Yeah, 14. It ended up getting bad because the LEDs, 3 LEDs. I think there were 5. There was supposed to be 5 LEDs. 3 of them went out. A red one, a green one, and I think the other red one. Only a blue and a yellow one still survived till a couple days ago. So, I rewired this entire robot, and as soon as I turned them on, it did flash a little, and then it just stopped flashing. There was power going to the chip. There was nothing broken. The chip was receiving power. It was actually perfect. It just burned out, okay? It just died with no reason. So, yeah, that's pretty much the story. So, going to a robot right now, he has a replacement chest light, which looks more like a cosmic robot now, and he does work pretty good. He does work a bit faster, and he's not that noisy, because if I put the propeller, even if it has no lights, it's gonna be noisy as crap. So, I think it's time to turn him on for you guys to see the modifications and the improvements on him. Kind of sad that he doesn't have the propeller anymore, but think about how cool the chest looks without it. So yeah, here we go. So yeah, I know pretty much there's a shitload of variations of him. As far as I know, I never got the opposite color version. I always got the one with the blue arms and red legs. Kind of disappointing, but if you want to have one, or if you have one, you gotta know there's a shitload of variants that can actually be told in your robot. Yeah. By example, the the eye pieces right there, they can come with or without glitter. In this case, it's a without glitter version. And I also have like I have one of the red eyes that has the box that actually is a glitter version. Also the face. In this one, the face is not shiny. It's kind of rough. In the others, it's shiny. The V in this one is silver. In my first one, well, the first generation one with blue eyes, it is chromy. Of course, then, yeah, the language, the switch, of course, the switch in the newer ones is black. In this one's, it's red. And that's pretty much it. I mean, the language, he can talk in Spanish, English, Chinese, Japanese, Russian, Turkish, and there's a couple more versions, like, I don't remember, I think I already said Russian, but yeah, there's a bunch of versions. And they all say kind of the same. They all say, children, let's fight together, 3, 2, 1. There's also a prototype of this one. Yeah, that's right. If you ever find one that has this siren, blue, it's a prototype, okay? I'm not kidding. I've seen a picture of it in Alibaba once. I actually have it stored. But there's actually a prototype of Combat Hero, and he has, he seemed to have no stickers in the legs and in anywhere, and he had a blue siren. That was all I could see of him. So, yeah, that's all about the Combat Hero robot made by Dearlo Toys back in 2009. So, this has been Zonagi635. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned because soon I might get more robots or toys. So, thanks for watching and bye.